I'll be out in a few minutes, guys. I'm in the room. All right, well, let's get into it, all right? All right, guys, let's run through the charts, see where we are, what's happening this morning. Good morning, Tandon. All right, so we've had some consolidation here at highs on SPY. We still haven't tested that high candle of 453.74. Today might be the day. Basically, on the long side, I'll be looking at this 451.56, somewhere in this area from here, 451.75 down to 451.27. That's kind of where I'm looking to go long. We're going to have to watch the market to see if it starts to get weak. But right now, it looks fairly decent for a good bounce here. Kind of zipped around a little bit earlier and was taking a peek at different things. But these levels for the long is kind of where we're looking. Now, we do have a candle down to the 9 right here. Market maker candle down to the 9, which is about 450. If we start to get a sell-off, maybe it comes down in this neighborhood and tags the 9. If it comes up and tests and then we put in a lower high, I may consider taking a short on a lower high at highs, but I don't like doing that. So, and we all know why, because that's when you get squeezed. All right. So basically, the levels on SPY are the same. You know, I'm not going to move candles around or lines around. I'm just, this is the areas that we're watching. And SPY's at the top end. We may not get a jam. It may jam back into here. It's squeezing right now. It might test it pre-market before we even open and then come down and just sell off the rest of the day. So we'll see. All right. Moving on. Qs. Same scenario for Qs. Consolidation up here. I expect a ramp up on Qs, but we need to get a long 379.70. 379.94 would be the area that I'd be interested in long. Possibly down here by the close, in this neighborhood, we can watch for a long here. But we're going to want some speed and distance coming down here. We don't want it to slide into these levels. We want it to jam into it to be able to catch that bounce, okay? And then, of course, the highs are 382.72. It put in yesterday intraday here. So that's our new high, and our previous high is this 382.37. As you can see, it made a high, tagged the old high 3-4 times, and then failed. Now we're coming back up to tag it again. I actually kind of like the short up here because of this action and the way it got rejected, but we'll see. Once again, don't short highs. That's how you get smoked. Doesn't mean that I don't like it like everybody else. Okay? All right. Apple. Go through the list. Once again, I'm long on Apple. I've been long on Apple all week. It's not giving good entries. Maybe today will be one of those days. I'm going to need Apple down here around 150, 160s. Somewhere in this neighborhood. I'm not real comfortable taking it unless it's down here. Yeah. 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 No, I like it long. I mean, I expect it to go up to 158. So, but this neighborhood 150, 168 is where I'd be looking to take a long at. I don't really want to take it in this neighborhood. Now, if the market explodes, could it bounce off the open? It could, but I'm not crazy about this move from there. I just don't want to get stuck in it. You know what I mean? So, AMC, not real excited. AMD. What did let's see. You see AMD with this candle down here after hours. What is this nonsense about? Broke the lows, broke the 9. Would they fill a big order down here? Nope. All right. You can watch AMD at this 108. 89. I wouldn't take it before there. Pre-market low here, but I don't like that after hours. There wasn't enough contract movement there to really sell me on the idea. We can watch it here. Not real crazy about AMD, but some people like it. So I really don't have a short on AMD. Yesterday's high, possibly. Just depending on how the market looks when we get there, right? But I'm not crazy about AMD. Amazon, the monster, the myth, the legend. Oh yeah, you think so? So hold on a second. $34.90 down to 34, just 34.79, just above my blue line. We're in the gap. It's running up. Looks like it's going to run up and fill this gap. It's so close. I would expect it to at least tag that 35.80 today. I mean, it's really not that far away. And if it gets on a run, it could run all the way up to this next one, actually. But all right, so where do we take Amazon long? I'm going to say 34.77, right around that neighborhood, 34.80, 34.79, somewhere in that range. Right in here is where I'd be looking to take Amazon long. If it breaks this level, we're going to have to watch the market because the market's going to quake a little bit. So, all right. But right now, Amazon's looking pretty good for a long so far. It's hard to see it with those big market maker candles. There's a little gap right here. Gapped up about $11. I was looking at another chart on my other screen. About $11. So let's watch that area. That gap fill would be 34.79. Yep. That's where these candles come into. That's the gap fill right there. So we'll be watching this. We're going to put a green line here. So that's where we'll be looking for the bounce. And of course, could short the gap fill at 35.80 for that first initial test. Remember, it doesn't have to stop. It can blow right through. So, but anyway, all right. Moving on. Boeing, flat. Baba, don't trust it. None of these. Junk. ChargePoint jammed up yesterday. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we, Tana? I'm just not a fan of ChargePoint. Chewy is going to go on a run, it looks like. Or that was a dump. Whoa. What did Chewy miss their earnings yesterday? Did they have an earnings call yesterday? They must have missed. I don't like ChargePoint. I don't like ChargePoint. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, they did miss their earnings call. Okay. ChargePoint. Yeah, I looked at it. It was sitting on support, but I didn't like it here. So if I wanted to take that, but I don't trade this, dude, like I told you. So I wanted it down here. Gotcha. Yeah. What did it pay on the delta? What did it pay on the delta? No, that's not what I'm asking. The delta on the option contracts, I wasn't even looking at it. The delta on the option contract is going to tell you how much it pays per point it moves, right? So if it only pays $60 when it moves 1 point or $60 per point, you're $120 for a 2-point move. Delta's 92. So then it was moving $92 per point. That's pretty good. Yep. Yeah. It's coming into the 50 right now, so. Yeah. 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 All right, moving on. I'm not trading it. You can if you'd like, but I don't like it. So Coinbase is still running. That was a nice trade yesterday. Man, I didn't take it. Frustrating. All right, so Coinbase is coming into the gap fill. Actually, it's a few cents from the gap fill at 274.35. I would like a run back down to get long 253.60s on Coinbase, and I really don't think I would get interested in until it was in this neighborhood. Yeah, we'll see. I know, but I understand that Bitcoin's running, but just because Bitcoin's running doesn't make Coinbase worth millions, billions more. Anyway, all right, so Coinbase is moving pretty good though, so I like the way it's moving. We've been watching it here for a few months and letting the moving averages come in, and it's kind of following some rules and getting bought up when it should. I didn't like this big gap down right here. I didn't like that, but otherwise it looks, since about right somewhere in this neighborhood, it started moving pretty smooth. Little gap here, gapped up, filled the gap, and then took off like it should, ran up. Now it's come back and filled the gap. It's doing things that it should be doing if it's going to run as a proper stock, right? So we can watch Coinbase. If I was going to look at the gap fill, man, it really should blow out of there. We could watch the gap fill for a long on Coinbase here. 268, this would be your only entry that I would risk. The problem is I haven't really come up with what a risk would be on Coinbase, so I would say a point is about as much risk as you should give it for now. Yeah. Well, that's why you give it a stop. I understand. It doesn't mean that you stay in it. It can blow through things, but you only are going to give it so much. You don't marry the trade and lose half of your position because you're too stubborn to close it. You just take the loss and move on. Take the L. All right. Disney's coming up. Facebook's trying to run at that 387.28. We can watch Disney for a long, or Disney, excuse me, Facebook. I really don't like, I really want Facebook down here at 376.97. I think this was not close enough to test this breakout. I really want it in this area. Let me move this up just a touch. 370, that's not right either. Hate it when it doesn't snap. 377.55. $377.55 for the long on Facebook. Within 20 cents of this level. We can watch here as well. 379.40, but I expect it's going to come down and test this breakout. So it needs to. Okay? That's where I'd look to go long there. Somewhere in this neighborhood. You can risk it here, but I would start small, and it may bounce up, take some profit, and then fail and come down here to this 377.55. But this is really where I want it. So, because if Facebook sells off, it could really get you. You got to be careful. Okay. Oh, look at GBS sucked all the way back down. gonna have to go dive into that. How many shares was that? 26 million. 27 million. You see that, Tandon? On GBS? It's back down. It's back down. It's back down where I'd want to buy it. I'll watch that later. All right, gold, GB, nothing. Goog. Goog's consolidating at highs, probably for a push back up. The 2820 long, we never made it there. Came very close here. I would have to say this same neighborhood right here for a long. 2883 to 2880. Remember that your risk on Google's like 5 points, right? So that's the difference. Amazon and Google, 5 points. 5 to 7 depending on how big the day is. All right. That would be Google looking for a long. Broke highs up here. That high should stay there, but we'll still mark it. Home Depot's doing the crawl. Intel ran right straight into that 53.59 and bounced, and then just kind of hung that level all day. It sucked up to. I'm really not interested in Intel this morning. Looks like it's going to tank. There's your Myrna. Tandon. Well, it hasn't moved big yet, but this 382.30 is probably, if you want to take this trade, the 382.30 long is going to be your play. It's going to be the intersection of it's the close of the candle, and then you're going to be looking at the trend intersection is going to be right in that neighborhood right here. See it? So by midday, by 9:45, if it's dipping, this should be trend intersection. You could risk a long there. That's a pretty safe play. Okay? Microsoft long from 301.52. Came in and bounced that level just like I thought. We can look at 301.80. What is this? 301.82. We can take a long here. Enter. If it comes to 301.52, add, and then give it like 50 cents, and that's it. So we're going to stop out at the 9, right? We'll give it down to the 9, which is going to be about right there. See it? So this is our risk box on Microsoft for the long, okay? Enter. If it dips, add again, and it needs to come up, and if it doesn't, just take the L and move on, okay? Don't marry the trades. Marrying a trade sucks when you're down. Oh, look, Chris joined us. Nothing like calling you out in the room, right, Chris? I just saw you were on. All right. I like Microsoft. Microsoft's gonna be one of my top plays today so far. I like Microsoft the best. I traded Microsoft the other day, buddy. It just depends on what it does out of the gate. I go with what comes out of the gate. The first trade that comes to the level that I like to take it by the movement that's happening. That's the trade that I'm going to take. But right now, I like Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft pays very well. Well, if you take Apple in a proper position and not take it after it's already run, then you would get paid. anyway. Stop being agitating. All right. MU. Netflix to the stratosphere. Did I not say Netflix was going to the all-time highs? Did I not say it was going there? Did I not take the damn trade? Aggravate myself sometimes. Here's all-time highs. It did not come close enough to trigger shorts. Needs to get within 20 cents roughly. Yeah, if it comes down, if it doesn't want to break through and squeeze. Oh, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that statement. Yeah. So we can watch the long on Netflix right here. Whoop. Was that 580.66? That's probably a pretty good area for a bounce. Now remember, these trades most likely are not still in here. The only people that are going to be in here are bag holders that bought it at the top, right? So not real crazy about this, but we can watch this area for long. Okay? And I wouldn't short it right now. NVIDIA, I like NVIDIA long. It'd be nice if it gives me an entry. I've been trying to get a good entry on this for a few days. Yeah. I want to catch the big move. There's going to be a big move. It's coming soon to a trade room near you. 223.85. We can watch that pre-market low for a long. Now, why is that not changing color? There we go. All right, let me get rid of this. Let's discuss this low of yesterday at 221.21. Or wait, not yesterday. That would be Thursday. Or I don't even know what damn day it is. Tuesday. Jeez. Haven't had enough coffee yet. Tuesday's lows at 221.22. The 9 is down in this neighborhood. Okay. A lot of times before a stock wants to make a big move, if the 9's anywhere in the neighborhood, it'll want to tag it. Right? So we just got to be aware. We can take this trade here, but you have to be aware that it might want to come down and tag the 9, which is down here at 221.22. That's outside our risk on NVIDIA. Our risk is only a point, right? So if we take this, you might want to take a starter position, right? Take a starter position in this area. So if you're trading 10 contracts, start with 3. If you're trading 100, start with 20. So you have room that you can buy in and you're not going so deep that you can't make it all the way down to this 221 area. Good morning, Helder. So just that's what we're looking at, right? So, but when you're buying the contracts, you want to make sure that you're following the money. If we get a 2-point move, you don't want to be buying the same option contracts. You want to make sure that you bounce down, and then it gets complicated to run it. So it's hard. If you're going to do multiple contracts and multiple strikes, you really got to be on your game. Okay. But I like NVIDIA for the long. The safer play is probably down here at 221.22 or in this neighborhood. The pre-market play is going to be right here, 223.85. So, but it did get bought up. It did put in a higher low. Okay, here's our low. Here's our higher low in the afternoon sell-off, and then it came back and tested. And it has some market maker candles, so we can watch it here. But I just don't think I'd take a full position there. Okay? Remind me when I'm bitching later that it bounced, I took a starter, and then it takes off like a missile. PayPal, I got to hurry up here, boys. It's 9:24. Doing too much talking about other stuff. PayPal. Nothing on PayPal. Q's levels are still looking the same at the moment. Long somewhere in this range in Q's. Somewhere in here. Okay? It's never perfect in this range. That's where I'll be looking down or long on Q's. That's on space. Same with SPY, down in this neighborhood. And it doesn't look like SPY is going to give us entry. This market maker candle down here to 449 is interesting. If we come up here, tag the high, and put in a mature lower high, could I consider shorts today and flip the other way? Possibly. We'll just have to see what happens. But if Amazon and Google and Netflix and everybody wants to rocket, SPY and Qs are coming along for the ride. Okay? Square's moving this morning after the sell-off for 2 days. Wow. That's some short squeeze. Tesla running. Nothing on Twitter. Wish broke its downtrend. Did the trend retest and is now moving north. Hopefully that cooperates. All right. So guys, Microsoft's my top play. Probably Microsoft and Nvidia I like the best. I'm gonna put Microsoft on my other screen over here. It's probably still there. Hold on. No, not at all. Buddy, you get too emotional. It's what I like by where the chart is at the time. Hold on. Facebook, did that play ever come in yesterday? Never made it there all the way, but. Apple's just not in a spot that I want to take it at the moment. I'd open the trade deck here. Nice if I could type my own damn password. Moving. I looked at it earlier. I don't trust Baba, buddy. Baba's too erratic. That's the FOMO. Listen, that's the FOMO in you. Okay, that's the FOMO. You love stuff that moves gigantically. I don't like that stuff. The risk is too big. I like things that follow the levels and come into levels and bounce the way they should. That's what I like. I don't like stuff that moves erratic. If you're trying to build it faster than you should and not doing it properly, I would agree with you. At some point, you got to control the risk. That's right. You're right. I agree with you. It is, Jim. It's at pre-market highs. I mean, Microsoft just did a candle below 301.82. So I'm going to watch it into 301.52. Nvidia's coming down. Got about a minute and a half, guys. A minute and 20 seconds. Yeah. 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 About 45 seconds, guys. I'm just focus up, make sure you got your trade deck open. You have your first play that you're watching, that you're most interested. You have it opened up. You have your option contract picked. You already know where you're going, so you're not fumbling around. You're trying to take a trade if it comes fast. SPY's running at highs. Here we go. SPY just flashed a candle all the way down at 451.82. Microsoft, are you kidding me? I missed it by 1 second. I looked right and then I looked back and it already popped. I was just about to hit the button. Are you kidding? Yeah. NVIDIA. Guess NVIDIA is going to be the one to give me my jam. I'm in. I'm in NVIDIA long. 222.50s. Woo! Let's go, baby. Gotta take some profit. Oh, that was beautiful. Fast. Don't mess around. Take profit when it gives it to you. All right, SPY tagged the high. Q's is into the high. Pay attention here. Why the hell do I have that over there? Amazon's pushing. Bought some more NVIDIA. Hopefully I don't get smoked. A little dangerous. Come on. Take some more profit. I'm not shy. I'll take that $25 profit and a pull up. Yeah. Careful. Microsoft was the best pop for the moment. Come on, NVIDIA. A lot of buyers here. There we go. Come on. My best fill on NVIDIA was $2.80. I'm just taking profit and setting stops, guys. That's what I'm doing. See it come back down. NVIDIA will make a believer out of your ass if you're not careful. Microsoft's coming back down. Good job. Microsoft's coming in for the double bottom. I don't like the Q's it's coming down. Cautious. Use caution. I have a stop sitting on my NVIDIA contract. So if we get a flash down, yeah. Well, I said Apple looked strong. I just didn't think it was going to give an entry, which it didn't. Not one with low risk. I'm in Microsoft as well. Take some profit on Nvidia. Mm-hmm. Yep. Boy, Nvidia does not want to come up. Keeps getting slapped back down. Woo! Here we go, Microsoft. Come on. Give me that profit, baby. Contract pop, 241. Nice. Yep. I'm in Microsoft like a missile right now. Still in Nvidia, still in Microsoft. Just be aware that Q's is sliding and SPY's trying to put in a lower high, guys, so be careful with longs. I'm in them, but I'm going to close them. I have stops set. Yep. Be nice if SPY breaks highs right here, then everything else is going to lift. Microsoft still coming. The Microsoft contract's paying okay. It's not fabulous. I got filled in Microsoft at about $1.20. Took profit at $1.40. 41, I think it filled me. It's wicky to the bottom on Nvidia, but I don't like what's happening. Q's is breaking down. Yeah. Took my profit already. About to get stopped out of Nvidia. Yeah. Q's is sliding. That's what I just said. That's why I have it on my chart. Nvidia almost stopped me out. Yeah, I'm out of Nvidia. I may re-enter down here at 221.22, but I'm going to watch it. I'm in Microsoft long still. I made profit on Nvidia. I just wasn't willing to go red from where it was. Microsoft is paying well right now. Take some more profit there. Filled me pretty good, 244 or $1.44, excuse me. I gotta back the screen up, or hold on. I gotta get Nvidia set so I'm ready to grab it down here. There goes Amazon. I guess I'm gonna focus on my Microsoft trade right now because that's the one I'm in. Come on, break highs, baby. I took a pretty good position on Microsoft on that double bottom, so I have a lot of contracts still. Get a little toppy up here. Sell some more off. Wanted it to break through that high. Come on. Nvidia come down just enough to stop me out. Get the hell out of here with that shit. There goes Amazon. Where's Nvidia at? Nvidia sucks back down. I might buy it again. Really, Microsoft? I have a stop on my Microsoft contracts at $1.24, which is about to take me out right now. And it just took me out. All right, I don't have anything open. I'm green in Nvidia and green in Microsoft, looking for another entry. Qs is going to break highs. There's my entry on Nvidia right there. I got it, baby. Come on. That's ballsy, Patrick. Fill me at 267 on the 222.50s on Nvidia. I only took that trade because SPY broke highs. We'll see if we're going to get, if it's going to continue. Woo! Look at that SPY candle. Should have took SPY off VWAP. Playing with the dog right now. Look at that candle. Look at SPY run. Amazon's coming back into VWAP. Nvidia's trying to put in a higher low here. Needs to hold this candle. SPY tagged the high, broke out. I'm going to be quick with my profit on Nvidia once again until it gets over VWAP, and then I'll calm down a little bit with taking profit. Come on. Come on, fill me good. There we go, baby. Fill me 281. I took a little profit on the 222.50s on that pop on that green candle into the 9. Needs to hold this. I entered right here. God damn it, it's not going to hold it. Come on. I'm only going to this low, okay? I'll stop out. I'm not going to ride this thing all the way down if it wants to go down to that lower level before it bounces. There is a lot of divergence, yeah. Got to be careful right now. The bottom could fall out of this thing in a second. I'm even on my remaining contracts on Nvidia currently. It's just hanging, which I don't like either. Here comes some volume on SPY. Who's going to move? Come on, Nvidia, let's go. It's getting bought up again. It's trying. I need to switch this to Heiken Shi. See how the candles look different on Heiken Shi? All right, Amazon's coming back up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. See the difference between regular candlestick and Heiken Shi? I'd like to see a 3-minute green on the Heiken Shi. Coming off this, see higher low, higher low, higher low. It's trying to come up, so try to stay patient and let her come. Not overly confident in this trade. Yeah, what was that? Your dog? Yeah. I'm a little red on the Nvidia trade at the moment. Be careful with the contracts. Oh, there. Now I'm not red anymore. Back to green. Here we go. Look at SPY. Woo! Put it, looked like it was put in a lower high. It took off. Qs. Come on, Nvidia. Let's go. Let's go, Nvidia. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting paid. Let me take some profit on that pop, baby. 310, it filled me. I took a lot of profit on that pop. Let me set a stop, just in case it swings. I don't think it's going to, but we'll see. That's why you take that pop, boys. That's why you take that profit when it comes. Don't mess around. I bought those contracts 267, sold the bulk of them at 310. I got like 10 contracts left right now. Yeah. I should have bought some more right there and I missed it. I have it open and I did, the contract flashed all the way down to 249 on that run back to 223.33 and then pulled back up, but I don't like the Qs is just breaks highs and then slides right back to the 50. I'm just going to keep these 15 contracts on and see what happens. Held, are you still on? That was a nice candle on Nvidia, boy. I missed the ad on Nvidia on that suck down into the double bottom. I was just gonna buy it 3 minutes ago or 2 minutes ago. I didn't buy it. Now I'm just gonna chill and watch because I missed that dip. The trap and squeeze on Nvidia is real. 454.06. Broke highs, come back, test highs. Should bounce right here and come up. Nvidia contracts are holding in the green currently. There we go. Now we're coming to life again. I missed that buy. I'm pissed off. I should have bought that right there. I just didn't execute quick enough. I was watching Qs. I'm out of the corner of my eye. Here comes Nvidia. Go ahead, Nvidia. Let's go on a run and make me a couple $1,000s of these 15 contracts. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Guys, I can only trade till about 10:15 or so. I gotta go take my boat to the shop. I'm having a new interior put in it, so I'm not gonna be on a whole lot longer. Nvidia's coming up still for the moment. I'm taking some more profit on AMD here. I'm lowering my position. I'm not overly confident in this to keep running. SPY's coming back into VWAP. I took 5 off. I have 10 left. Just banking the profit. My best fill is $3.10 a contract. Still make $1,000 on 10 contracts if Nvidia continues up. But the market across the board, SPY and Qs, is not looking very healthy. What's Amazon doing? Lower high, lower high, lower high. Nvidia's average is green still. As you can see on the Heiken and Shi over here, there was no red. I'm probably going to be mad at myself for closing out, because if it breaks out of here, it's going to start popping. There it goes, into the 50. My best fill, though, was right here at 310, and the contract's just now back to 310. So that's the key of getting the contract on the push, and you execute proper. It fills you at the top because it's trying to stay in front of it, right? Don't be chasing Nvidia long. I've already taken profit, and I just have 10 contracts left on. This can easily fail because Qs and SPY are coming down. So it's about to hit my stop on Nvidia. I raised my stop up to $2.75 on these remaining 10 contracts. We're 276 on the bid. Went back up. You see how Qs are sliding? It's put in a lower high. SPY sliding. Not saying to close, just be aware. Got to look across the board. Don't focus on one thing. Amazon's coming back up. SPY's under VWAP. So is Qs. It's interesting. If they bounce to 200, we could get a nice continuation. But if it doesn't, we're going to come down. Coming into that 10-10-30 reversal. First initial pick was up. Nvidia's still trying to climb. Bottom's falling out of Qs at the moment. There's some divergence, guys. The Nvidia contracts pay really well. They just have a lot of volatility. They're moving pretty well. They're stabilized around $3 on the 222.50s. The Qs is into the 200. You know what? I'm going to close this whole trade, I think. It needs to come up right now or I'm going to close it. So I'm not risking that much. I'm just going to leave it on. Look at it go. I about closed it because what Q's and SPY are doing, and NVIDIA's like, I don't care about them. We're going to the moon. I'm leaving these 10 contracts on because I want to catch this run back to the top if it decides it's going there today. But it's got to get some help from SPY and Q. Well, hey, Chris, what's up, buddy? I can hear you, dude. Are you talking to me? Barely hear you at the moment. There goes NVIDIA. NVIDIA's trying to climb. A lot of divergence. There she goes. There she goes. Tandon. AMD came down to the second level. Good. NVIDIA's into the 200. NVIDIA's breaking over the 200. It's very interesting. NVIDIA is so strong when SPY and Qs are weak, but NVIDIA is just lagging behind. Yep. Yep. Facebook, Google, MU, Twitter. I'm getting paid in NVIDIA right now. Getting paid. I mean, it's only got to go. I only need to go up another $30. I'm going to be up $1,000 in these 10 contracts. Woo! NVIDIA, baby. I told you I was going to be mad I sold those other contracts. God damn it. I just took 5 off right there on that pop. Filled me at 260, just shy, or 360, excuse me. Just shy of my 267 entry of $100 a contract. I better take 5 off there. Guys, I'm not greedy. I'm going to take my profit when it comes. I'd have made 25 grand if I'd held all my contracts I had right here. But I kept taking profit, and I missed this purchase. If I'd have bought right there, that was them filling these orders that's running up right now. I missed that purchase right there. And I saw it too, and I missed it. Agitated by that. I'm going to raise the stop up to $3.25 on the remaining contracts on NVIDIA. AMD's at the level that I discussed, that 108.89, Tana. We talked about this pre-market. That's where you should have started small and then took your ad here, and it should come up from here. But it needs help from Qs and SPY, but man, it just broke because they're dumping. Because NVIDIA's a monster, can do whatever it wants. I don't know. This is why we trade the levels, but we got to be aware that this pressure from these stocks coming down eventually Amazon's starting to come down too. Nvidia is going to succumb to that pressure unless these bounce and turn and come back up. I was down within $10 on my stop on Nvidia and it sucked back up. Come on, Nvidia, let's go to the moon, baby. Let's go to the moon. I've only got 5 contracts left. I love it when I make 100 a contract. It's beautiful. Is what? Qs? Risk is too big. Look, your risk, it's too big. You can't take SPY or Qs. It's too far from these lower levels. This is the middle. If it decides it wants to jam down, it's going to smoke your contract. You're going to freak out. You can't. You just wait. Yeah, don't short it. There it goes, buddy. Levels, buddy, levels. You got to trust the levels. There goes Nvidia, baby. Woo! Over 100 a contract. Way over 100 now. Almost 150. I'm going to sell one here. Just filled me at... Filled me at $4. I'm running out of contracts to sell. I'm going to raise the stop on the others. Man, that was a $20, $30 suck back on my profit. Raised my profit up to $3.50 now on Nvidia. This is a trailing stop, guys. The higher it climbs, I don't want to give back that profit if it flashes down. So sometimes you can't react fast enough. About half of you have Nvidia too? You missed it? That sucks. AMD's coming up. Nvidia's due for a little bit of a pullback. I mean, it's been green for quite a while, consistently green. Yep, here it comes back. $10 from my stop out of my last 5 contracts. I should have put my stop at 367, but it would stop me out. The bid flashed 350, but it didn't execute my trade. I'm out of Nvidia. It filled me at 350, or actually it filled me at 347. I had a market stop. Did I not call that dip on Nvidia, gentlemen? It doesn't get any better than that. Once you see these long green, once it gets this distance, it's got to breathe. It's got to pull back. What goes up comes down, and what goes down comes up. Q's is diving to the lower level. You see this dive? It's going to dive into this speed and distance into this 380.46. It's diving off of highs, which I don't like. Where's Amazon? But guys, I'm not taking enough. Amazon's back at the open. Awesome, Helder. Awesome. You better watch your position on that AMD trade, Tandon. Thanks, brother. Okay. Make sure you take profit on the pop-up because Q's inspired selling off. Q's had orders sitting around the open at 381. Nvidia's trying to hold VWAP. Here comes SPY. SPY's actually a pretty good short, but I just don't want to take another trade. Nope. It may be, but listen, dude, I would be very cautious until Q's and SPY bounce them lower levels, right? So it's tested the upper levels. Nvidia is diving at this 380.50, right? Diving at it, okay? Speed and distance into that level. We're going to like that trade if it continues. Yeah, AMD's still coming up. That's why I'm saying if you've got green and you can get square on that trade, I would take some profit and lower your mitigation. I told you it should hold this 108.89. That's where I thought it would hold, but it actually did break it a little bit. So just be careful. Yeah, it's coming up quick. You should be green. Well, it's in an up. It's trending up right now. I'm not sure how it's holding on, but it is. Just lower your risk. Yeah, lower your risk. Okay. And then if the 109 goes to where it's even, and then close that trade and focus on the 108s. Can you follow? Good. Yeah, good. That's why we have the double levels if they're present. Kelly, look at the chat. Somebody has Verizon. Is that you, Tandon? Chris? Somebody's got a phone ringing in my ear. Good job, Chris. It's coming into VWAP. Yeah, it needs to get over VWAP. Yes, but I wouldn't trade SPY. SPY needs to come up for the rest of this stuff to continue back up. I think it's got another jam down in it. I'm going to be honest. I think that Q's, this is a fake pop, that it's going to jam down to this 380.46. I don't trust anything right now. SPY, I wouldn't trade. Nvidia bounced. Got to have that patience. Good. As you're getting paid, take profit. Jeez. Guys make me crazy. Hold on a second. All right, guys. I am fixing to get out of here. I have to go take my boat in to get a new interior put in it, my ski boat. So, wake boat, whatever you want to call it. I'm supposed to be at the shop at 11:30, so. New diamond stitching and bright orange interior, baby. All right. Did you take a profit on NVIDIA? AMD? Yeah, AMD. Then you should be taking profit. What are you holding on to it for? SPY's coming down and Qs are coming down. Take your damn profit. Bro, you make me crazy. You have a good day too, Elder. Check out the website, daytradinghacker.com, buddy. You can be on the other side of this and hear all of the conversation. All right, so, all right. Hey, YouTube, I'm going to let you go. Guys, I'm going to leave my charts up. If you need anything, message me on the app, all right? All right, guys. What? I just told you. Google just broke the lower level. It's probably going to come down to the 9. That's what I talked about this morning. If it pulled back and broke this level, it was probably going to come to the 9. And the 9 is down. The 9 was like 28.48 then. So the 9 has come up to 28. What is? I can't see it because the damn thing's in the way. 28.56-ish, in that neighborhood. Yep, I would look for, if it comes in there with authority, 28.56, you can watch that area right in here. And just kind of watch where the 9 is. Watch it on the daily. That's why I have the daily out here. Okay? All right, guys. YouTube, I'm going to let you go. Guys in the room, I'll leave the charts up.